Hello, and welcome back. In this episode, we'll focus on coming home to our body. Being with our breath and our body offer an anchor to this present moment. So to start the episode, I'll guide us in a short breath awareness practice. And then I'll offer a little context and guidance on today's theme, before ending the episode with a 15-minute body scan. So, as we begin our breath awareness practice, taking a moment to arrive together, making any adjustments in posture that may be supportive for you. And feeling the body settle into the chair. If you're sitting, and exploring points of contact where the body rests on the chair. Maybe a sense of the weight of the body, or clothing against skin. And then allowing the attention to travel down into the feet. A sense of the feet in contact with the ground. And maybe an awareness of the fabric of socks or tights, or the sense of bare skin against the floor. Awareness of temperature, warm or cool. And you might notice that as you invite the attention inwards to the body, the eyes instinctively close. And if they haven't, you may choose to do that now. Or you may prefer to leave your eyes open and just let your gaze soften and drop. And an invitation now to bring the awareness to the breath, if that feels okay for you. And noticing where the breath shows up today. So the breath may feel most vivid around the nose and the mouth. Perhaps a sense of cooler air on the in-breath and warmer air on the out-breath. Or maybe there's a sense of the rise and fall of the chest as the breath comes in and the breath goes out. Getting curious about how the breath shows up in the belly. Maybe a sense of the breath swelling on the in-breath and falling back a little on the out-breath. And of course, if the breath isn't a helpful place for you to rest attention today, then feeling free to continue resting attention in one of your anchor points. Perhaps this sense of body on chair or feet on floor. Or maybe hands quietly resting in the lap. And if it is okay, staying with the breath and noticing where the breath's most vivid for you. Where's the breath most alive today? And resting attention here with the sensations of the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And seeing if it's possible to follow the breath all the way in and all the way out. Maybe noticing the subtle pause between in-breath and out-breath. The subtle pause between out-breath and breathing in again. and noticing if the mind wanders. And if it does, then there's nothing wrong. In fact, as we come to practice, the mind will wander. It's inevitable. It's what our minds do. And the moment of noticing where the mind's gone is in itself a moment of mindful awareness. An opportunity to, with kindness and firmness, bring the awareness back to the focus of attention right now on the breath. Just this breath coming in, and just this breath going out. Breathing in and knowing we're breathing in. Breathing out and knowing we're breathing out. And when you're ready, maybe expanding that sense of breathing to notice how the breath shows up in the sides of the body. Maybe a sense of the rib cage expanding to accommodate the in-breath and contracting a little on the out-breath. Maybe there's a sense of movement in the whole of the front of the body, the back of the body, and the sides of the body. The whole body breathing. And perhaps the breath even shows up in the height and the depth of the body. A sense of the body growing tall on part of the breath, or sinking deeper into the chair on another part of the breath. Or maybe the breath shows up quite differently for you, so just getting curious about how the breath is for you today. And as best you can, letting go of needing to be breathing in any particular way, and just letting the breath breathe itself. Nothing to achieve right now. No particular way to be or thing to do. Just following the breath as best you can. And as our breath practice draws to a close now, coming back to a sense of the whole body sitting here, the weight of the body in the chair, the feet planted on the floor, and the uplift of the body through the spine. And if the eyes have been shut, then slowly blinking them open. And if the gaze has been softened, just refocusing and gently taking a look around your room now, just to orientate yourself and your surroundings. And as we continue together, an invitation to join me in some reflections as to why the breath and the body are such helpful anchors to the present moment. And of course, they both always travel with us. The breath and the body are always here, from the moment that we're born, right through our lives. And our body can't time travel. We can't dip a toe in tomorrow or a finger into yesterday. And unlike our busy minds, which ruminate on the past and worry about the future. Our body and our breath are always in this present moment. And coming back to them with conscious awareness, even for just a few moments, can help bring us back to the here and now. Can help us access a sense of peace and calm. And so, for our longer practice today, I'm going to guide us in a 15-minute body scan. And for those of you who've been practicing mindfulness, maybe for some time now, and are looking for a longer body scan, we will come back to the practice in the final episode of the season with a much longer body scan, a 30-minute body scan. But for today, as we prepare to move into the practice, it may be helpful to cover some logistics as we explore this sense of coming home to our body. And now we're at episode 3, you've maybe got a sense of mindfulness and perhaps wanting to integrate it more widely into daily life. And as we do this, it can be really helpful to think about when we practice, and of course the types of practice. It can be helpful each day to make a time for more formal practice, like the breath awareness or the body scan. And maybe choosing a specific time each day, the same time each day. Perhaps early morning or in the evening. And also giving consideration to where you practice. Maybe choosing a particular room or a corner of the place where you live. A space we can create a little nest, as it were, where we can be comfortable during our practice, where there's time and space to sit, or to lie if we prefer, or of course to move a little for the movement practices. And taking care of ourselves and our comfort, maybe ensuring we have cushions and blankets to hand to keep the body comfortable and warm. Maybe letting everyone else in the household know what we're intending to do so we won't be interrupted. Setting ourselves up for success in these simple ways. And if you're interested in integrating mindfulness into daily life, you may consider making this breath awareness practice that we've just shared and the body scan part of your daily routine, so that they become a part of daily practice in this way. These are what we call the more formal practices. And we also have everyday mindfulness, sometimes called informal practice. Bringing mindful awareness to routine activities, just like we did in the raisin practice. And ideas include maybe washing our hands or brushing our teeth, walking upstairs, intentionally opening an email. So an invitation over the coming weeks to choose a routine activity and bring mindful awareness to it, just like we did with the raisin. So when you're ready now, let's practice the body scan together. Choosing the posture which you'd like to practice the body scan in today, whether that's sitting or lying. And if you're lying, maybe lying with your back flat on the floor or the surface you're resting on, with the arms just away from the sides, palms facing up. Legs may be flat on the ground, a little apart from one another with the feet falling outwards. Or if it's more comfortable, particularly if you have any lower back challenges, then maybe putting a small cushion under the knees to provide a bit of ease to the lower back. and making sure you're warm enough. Maybe a blanket if the weather's cooler. And choosing if you prefer to practice with eyes open or closed. And if you find sleepiness a challenge, then practicing with the eyes open can help with this. So, as you settle into your chosen posture, let's continue together with our body scan practice. This is a body scan practice and will last around 10 minutes. In this practice, we'll be choosing to move our attention around the body, scanning through it, and choosing to zoom in or broaden out with the flashlight of our attention. The practice can be done lying down, or sitting, or standing if you prefer. So taking a moment to settle into your chosen posture. Maybe really feeling the weight of the body resting on the surface that you're sitting or lying on. And if you feel sleepy, lose concentration, keep thinking of other things, keep focusing on the wrong bit of the body, or maybe don't feel anything at all, then just notice this happening, and then bring your attention gently back to the practice. See if it's possible to bring an attitude of openness and curiosity to whatever's happening. So, spending a moment now to settle, closing the eyes if you choose, or lowering and softening the focus, but knowing that the eyes can be opened at any time, especially if you find yourself getting sleepy. And bringing attention now to a sense of the body in whatever space you're in. Feeling the full weight of your hands and arms, and allowing any tension elsewhere in the body to release a little. Maybe try breathing in a little deeper, and then as you breathe out, allowing a sense of letting go into the contact of the chair or the floor beneath you. A sense of grounding. And noticing what's here in the body right now. And remembering that in this practice we're not trying to achieve a special state, or make the mind stay still, or even trying to relax. Instead, we're exploring how it is to bring awareness to our experience and allowing it to be whatever it is from one moment to the next. And now, with the sense of the attention being like a flashlight, dropping the attention down to both feet and all the way down to the toes. Really zooming in. Maybe noticing tingling or numbness, feelings of warmth or coolness. Or maybe there are no particular sensations, and if so, just noticing that. Not needing things to be any particular way. Just tuning into sensations that are already here. And allowing them to be just as they are. It can sometimes be helpful to think of this flashlight of attention having different lenses. different colours or types of attention if you like. So how about shining that flashlight of attention through a real lens of interest, a lens of curiosity about whatever you find here. And when you're ready, perhaps on an out-breath, shifting the focus of attention away from the toes now and moving it to the rest of the feet, the soles, the heels, the arches, the top of the feet, sensations from the surface of the feet and from inside the feet. Exploring the feet. And then on an out-breath, letting the flashlight of attention move up to the ankle. Sensations from the surface and right inside the ankle joint. And now letting go of the ankle and moving the focus of your attention to the lower legs. Exploring as before, any sensations here. Perhaps sensations of contact with clothing or the weight of the leg here. And as best you can, not thinking about this body part, but sensing it. And from here on, I'm just going to name the area of the body we're focusing attention on as we scan through the body. And see if you can continue to investigate any sensations there. Or noticing if there are no particular sensations, all through that lens of interest. So when you're ready, perhaps on the next out-breath, moving to the knees. And again when you're ready, bringing a sense of interest and awareness to the upper leg. And perhaps this time taking a slightly deeper in-breath and on the out-breath, letting go of the upper leg and bringing attention now to the whole region of the pelvis, experiencing what is here, on the surface and within. Not trying to change anything, simply allowing the sensations to be just as they are. And whenever you notice that the mind has wandered, which it's very likely to do, just gently bringing it back, coming back to sensations in the body. And when you're ready, on the next out-breath, letting go and moving the flashlight of attention up now through the lower back, allowing the lower back to open and soften. Maybe allowing any tension to leave on the out-breath if it will. And then when you're ready, taking a deeper breath, and on the out-breath letting go. And moving to the abdomen, the stomach area, tuning in to sensations of breathing, the rising of the belly on the in-breath, and the falling away on the out-breath. Breathing into and out from this area if that feels okay. And then letting go and moving on now to the chest. Feeling the movements of the chest as you breathe, expanding and releasing. And on an out breath, shifting awareness to the upper part of the back, to the shoulder blades and the shoulders. This is another area of the body where tension is often stored. So if you're noticing any tightness here, as best you can, try opening to whatever sensations are here. Simply breathing with them. And as you breathe out, letting go of this part of the body and moving the focus now to the hands. Both hands at the same time. Tuning into sensations at the tips of your fingers and thumbs, the palms of your hands, the backs. What's here right now? And there may be tingling, pulsing, coolness, warmth. Simply tuning in to whatever's present in this moment, just as it is. And letting awareness really expand to the rest of your fingers and thumbs, exploring the palms and the backs of the hands. These hands that do so much for us. Giving them some time, some appreciation maybe. Recognizing how much they do for us. And now letting the flashlight of attention expand to the wrists and to the lower arms, the elbows, the upper arms, the shoulders, and breathing with the sensations that you find. And now coming to the neck, the front, the back, the sides, the muscles at the back of the neck, and softening and opening to whatever's here. And on an out breath, letting go of the neck and moving to the face and the head, beginning with the chin and the jaw, and now also the cheeks, the lips, inside the mouth, the teeth and the gums, the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the back of the mouth where it meets the throat, and now expanding awareness to the surface of the nose, the nostrils, inside the nose, maybe a sense of the breath in this region. And now also the temples, the sides of the eyes and the eyelids, eyeballs and eyebrows. Sensing the forehead, sensing any tightness in the forehead and relaxing it if you choose to. And now down through the sides of the head and the ears. What sensations are here? And opening to being with them. And the back of the head, including the part of the head that's resting on the floor if you're lying down. Noticing any sensations of contact here. And then when you're ready, taking a slightly deeper breath and letting go. And now seeing if it's possible to expand that flashlight of attention to hold the whole of the body in awareness, from the top of the head, out to the fingertips and down the toes, opening to sensations from any and all parts of the body. Aware now of the body as a whole and the space around the body, just lying here, breathing, resting here for a moment. And then when you're ready, bringing some movement back to the body, maybe wriggling fingers and toes, slowly opening eyes if they've been closed, taking your time, moving with care, and maybe exploring whether it's possible to keep a bit of the sense of the body as you move into the next moments of your day.